Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to El Salvador versus Inter Miami CF, the first game of Miami's preseason, because of course it's Messi Mania. Might as well talk about it. Of course, they will be wearing their black jerseys tonight, so might as well wear the actual Messi jersey and the black jersey. So, how we doing, Captain? How we doing, Carlos? Put it on. How we doing, Henry? This one should do pretty damn good. We got El Salvador. Their starting 11. Mario Gonzalez in goal. The back five of Brian Tamakis, Clavel, Cibrian, Cruz, Flores. The midfield three of Darwin Seren, Cartagena, Martinez, and the front two of Nelson Bonilla and Ferman. And then for Inter Miami CF in goal, we have Carlos dos Santos. Of course, Drake Callendars at the U.S. January camp, so he's not in this game. The back five, Jordi Alba, Noah Allen, Tomas Aviles, DeAndre Yedlin, Julian Gressel. The midfield three of Gregory, Sergio Busquets, Benjamin Kremashki, and the front two of Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez. We got Soccer Guy. I don't know who I want to win this match. I do know you want Dallas to win the next one, though. I know that. Well, I mean, might as well ride the bandwagon, you know? It worked this summer. I need some to go good in January as well, so might as well ride the bandwagon. How we doing, Roy? How we doing, Adam? El Salvador, yes. They'll be playing at Cuscatlán in San Salvador. A hybrid friendly tonight between a national team and an MLS side, but I still think the MLS side is better. First match for the El Salvadorian new coach, David, who replaced Hugo Perez. We'll see how it goes. Inter Miami getting close to 16 million followers on Instagram, only 200,000 to go. Yes, Ryan, you're correct. Well, I think that one's on MLSsoccer.com as well. Then everything else they play is on the season pass. So don't forget the Dallas game's on MLSsoccer.com as well. But we'll be live for that one as well. Don't worry. I'll probably pop out the pink kit for that one because it's a rematch of that Leagues Cup match. Well, why not wear this one? MLSsoccer.com. You have to put in your email, though, to access the stream. Good thing I saw that. I put in my Gmail. And there's Cuscatlán. The beautiful Estadio Cuscatlán in San Salvador. Already did. I'm just saying for people who haven't got there yet. I won't be joining you for the Dallas stream, though. You going to be there? El Salvador, Miami. Miami's wearing their foundation logo on the jerseys. They're wearing their black jerseys, see? Because that's the jerseys they still have this year. Is Cuscatlán sold out? Looks like it. Lionel Messi, 2023 all comps in MLS are at Miami. 14 appearances, 11 goals, 5 assists. Pretty good. Teams have walked out. I mean, of course, Miami, most of these games, probably going to wear their black kits. Starting 11 again, Dos Santos, Allen, Aviles, Yedlin, Alaba, Kremashki, Busquets, Gregory, Julian Gressel, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi for Miami under Tata Martino. I can't really tell from here if it's mostly Miami fans or El Salvador fans. I can't really tell. Hit that like button, let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. And there you go. Farias, Campana, Kritsov, Taylor, Ruiz are all on the bench. (3-5-2) for Miami. El Salvador wearing their white jerseys. Puebla's about to play Necaxa, but nobody cares about that. We want to see Messi. Exactly. Exactly. See, that's exactly it. Messi playing in El Salvador. Not too weird, but, well, I don't know. Bringing the ball down. Okay, that's pretty cool. Miami's preseason travel, 23,000 miles in 3 weeks. Dallas on January 22nd at the Cotton Bowl. They're at Riyadh for Al Hilal Al Nasir on the 29th and 1st of February. Hong Kong for the Hong Kong select team on the 4th. They're in Japan to play Vissel Kobe. Oh, they just leaked the freaking Miami home kit. Come on, MLS. Does Japan's loss of performance still sting? A bit. It stings a bit. Still stings, yeah. But, and we're off. Miami versus El Salvador. Something we've been looking forward to for a good bit. I have Joe Malfa and Devin Kerr calling the match if you're watching that way. That's a bad giveaway. Foul, free kick for El Salvador. Club America has 5.2 million followers on Instagram, 1/3 of Miami's. There's levels to this game. Kromashki gives away the foul. He goes and fouls Martinez. Not a good play to start your preseason, but okay. Well, I can't believe it so easily. They just allowed the Miami home kit to be leaked on a freaking preseason game. I swear. The Japan games are so early. We'll be live for them, though. Big jobber match energy. Still going to get me views out the wazoo, so it is what it is. I mean, look. 18 viewers right now, 19, on a preseason stream on January the 19th. I needed something like this because Januaries suck on this channel. You think I'm going to miss this opportunity or crazy? 2 minutes, 0-0, 0-0. Kubo had some chances in the game today against Iraq. He did. I still think Ritsu Dawn played better. I still think Ritsu Dawn should have started, but that's just my opinion. I said that in the review, though. 2 minutes in. Playing forward. Nice. Here's Miami. Suarez. Cross. Messi. Chips over Suarez. Can't get there. That'll be a goal kick for Gonzalez. Surprised that Marcos guy hadn't got here yet. He's been here a couple of times during January, though. I was surprised the guy showed back up after I dropped the mic on him. And then proceeded to put that mic drop in the best of reel for the watch and match. I'm talking about the stream. I know. I'm just saying. No counter because the U.S. camp, but not the A team. No, it's Miami's A team, at least starting the match. Starting the match, it's their A team with Gressel, Yedlin, Aviles, Allen. Remember, they traded Kamal Miller, and they got fleeced for doing so. 3 minutes in, 0-0, 0-0. Miami looks like the better team so far. We're doing the USA friendly? No. I'm doing an NFL game tomorrow. I'm doing the NFL games tomorrow. I mean, really, how much better would the USMNT Slovenia game actually do on this channel? it's a January camp. If this Miami game didn't happen, I might consider it, but it's happening. So I got the Miami games. And that Morocco game and Japan game did pretty well as well. I got stuff to back me up for the good parts of the numbers. So January camp doesn't really matter to me. Even if it was, if it was Canada, I'd do it. But even then, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Record since January 30th, 2022, 2-9-13 for El Salvador. Their last win was June 4th of 2022 versus Grenada. I know, crazy. 4th minute. They haven't won in almost 2 years? Jesus Christ. It's that bad. You can watch that game yourself. Like, how I did it in 2022 January is not the normal. I barely covered the NFL playoffs in 2022 January because there was World Cup qualifiers that month. Probably be my best January ever. See what this January does after the Miami stuff happens. But I'm just saying. This is probably my second best January just because of Messi and Morocco and Japan. And the NFL games have nothing to do with it. So why do you do it? To keep myself in the algorithm? Because just imagine how much if I started cold around Champions Cup. Just imagine how bad it would be. Yeah, TFC could have some news in January. Doesn't look like it will this month, though. It's all about keeping yourself in the algorithm. I know those NFL videos are going to do shitty, but it's about keeping yourself in the algorithm. It's better to post something and have it do sort of crappy and bomb than not post anything at all. That's the way YouTube works. 6 minute. Trust me, I found out. 0-0. Trinidad and Tobago are stronger at home, like dead ball said, compared to Grenada. Yeah, they are. Trinidad beat El Salvador 2 times, though, didn't they? Could have sworn they played each other twice. Home and away. Link, it's on MLSsoccer.com. Go to MLSsoccer.com. The first banner says watch El Salvador Miami live. Then you put in your email, and it lets you in to watch a stream. So it's that simple. It's that simple. 7th minute. Tomorrow, Red Bulls versus Leipzig. They're going to take on Bayer Leverkusen. Red Bull Leipzig going to take on Bayer Leverkusen. It's going to be an interesting game, 11:30 Central Time. Yeah, it'll probably be interesting. 7th minute, 0-0. Allen. Miami looks like the better team so far. We expected that. No goals yet, but they look like the better team so far. Plays forward. Messi. Huh? I don't know what he was trying to do there. El Salvador hadn't done a damn thing. Yeah, this new coach is worse than Hugo Perez. El Salvador screwed themselves. Plays forward. Good defensive play, though. Okay, they may have. Okay, that's some good defense. But could you at least hit the counter? Miami just started their preseason. They're still looking better than El Salvador. That's an indictment, if I ever said one myself. Oh, by the way, El Salvador hadn't won a game since June of 2022. I'm not saying they were going to beat Miami, but I thought Miami would look a bit rusty. They look like they've picked up. Well, no, you can't really say they picked up where they left off because they lost the Noche D'Or. You can't really say they picked up where they left off. We were live for that as well. 8th minute. Kremashki. Jordi Alba. Cross. Messi. What a pass. Gregory with a shot. Nothing there. Back in March, USA didn't even have to win. They just needed a draw to go to the semifinals. under Anthony Hudson against El Salvador. They still won 1-0. I mean, El Salvador did play some terrorist football in that game, but USA still won. Leagues Cup winners, Miami, of course. They qualify for Champions Cup that way. And by the way, Miami will play in the Champions Cup in the round of 16 against the winner of Mocha versus Nashville. So we could have a Leagues Cup final rematch in the round of 16. One in Nashville, one in Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Or they could be going to the Dominican Republic to play Mocha. Saw Neymar got let go as a free agent now. I bet he got on Saudi's nerves. They saw him not giving him. Well, he blew his knee out. Wait, he's a free agent? They let him go? I thought they dropped him from the squad because he wouldn't be playing. I didn't think he was a free agent. Messi, but it's right to Gonzalez. Neymar to the Galaxy. If Neymar goes somewhere, it's either Miami or Orlando, because Orlando always has the Brazilian star, or it's or Miami because Messi's his dude, his boy. So, but he's not yet. When did this? I'm sure I would have heard of him being a free agent, like an actual free agent released, if he got released. He got dropped from the squad because he's hurt. They had to open up international spots because Saudi, even though they want to spend all this money, there's still only a certain amount of international slots you could use. I know that's stupid, right? That's really stupid. Fabrizio Romano shut down those Neymar free agent rumors. That's what I thought. I thought I saw that too, but they did drop him from the squad. Like, he's not registered right now because he got hurt and they want to sign more foreigners. So they dropped him from the squad until he's healthy, but he's not a free agent. Yes. Tack is an Orlando fan as well. Yes. I think he was also coach in their academy, but I think so. They terminated his contract. Fabrizio shut that down. 11th minute. Again, it would have been headline news if Neymar's contract got terminated by Al Hilal. Besides, can you really terminate a contract due to somebody's injury? Unless they ask, which I don't think Neymar is going to ask just because he's hurt. Like, he's probably freaking chilling it out or gone to freaking London or back home to Brazil to rehab. He probably ain't staying in Saudi Arabia, so he has no reason to ask out. 11th minute. Like everybody else. Like, I know the Saudi Pro League's little experiment here is fumbling, but I ain't heard none. Not yet, no. Ivan Perisic joins Hajduk Split on loan from Spurs. Playing 40 or Miami. Gressel, cross in. Not good enough. We got Julian Gressel on Miami. He played with Tata Martino on the MLS Cup winning Atlanta side. Stayed for a couple more years after Tata left. Money can ruin legacies and lives. It can happen. I mean, I get your point. I get what you're trying to say. It can, but you see Cristiano Ronaldo say the Saudi League is better than the French. Oh, I agree with that. Oh, no, I agree the Saudi League's better than the French League. The French League sucks. That's why I'm surprised Mbappe hasn't left yet. Seems Perisic is choosing to retire from Europe early if he gets very little EPL time. Well, Croatia's in Europe. Now, if that means he comes to MLS in the summer, possible, or Saudi, I'd say it's more likely MLS. I think Perisic seems more MLS bound. That's just my hunch, though. 13th minute, 0-0, settle. Here comes El Salvador. Here's a chance. Shot past the post. Oh, my God. That was horrible. Bonilla, that was horrible, dude. Cazzo. That was horrible. No, that wasn't even... positioning-wise, it's a good chance. Shot-wise, it's horrible. cleared by Dos Santos. Hasn't had to do much work. That's the good news. And I guess also it's preseason is also the good news. Bad news is he's probably not even going to be the backup. Shot saved by Dos Santos. He's 34 years of age, Perisic. I know, he's old. 14th minute, close shot. Cope. Okay, that was. Now, that was better than the first one. Still in his arms, though. 14th minute. CJ Dos Santos made his debut against Charlotte on October 21st, 2023 in MLS. But if they get De Gea, he ain't going to be the backup. Well, actually, no. They probably would trade Calendar if they got De Gea. Which is just stupid, but whatever. Which is just stupid, but, I mean, okay. What's the best fast food chicken nugget? Chick-fil-A. Duh. Chick-fil-A. Like, McDonald's has the... Here's Suarez. Good clearance. McDonald's has the nostalgia, but it's not even real chicken. Chick-fil-A is the best fast food chicken nugget. It's always been Chick-fil-A. It's always been Chick-fil-A. Where can I watch the game live? MLSsoccer.com. There's a banner at the top of the website that says Watch El Salvador versus Miami. Click that. Put in your email to access the stream. And there you go. It's for free, but you still got to put your email in because, of course, they probably want to send, marketing things. But, I mean, they already got mine, so... Sure, even if you don't tick the box. So you don't have to pay for this one or Dallas. Now, Season Pass. Now, the rest of the preseason that's on Season Pass, I would think they'll have it free, but I'm not sure. But it's on Season Pass. Got to go with Wendy's, actually. Wrong. Is it true Mourinho to Al-Shabaab? I don't know. But he has been contacting Saudi teams. I think it's more likely... But I think in the end, Mourinho will show up in L.A. Because I think Cherundolo is going to get fired with the crap they're pulling. Just a hunch. Or if Vanny gets fired, he'll probably go to the Galaxy. Either way, he's going to show up in L.A. I think that's more likely. Orlando are interested in Origi. Thank you. No problem. Is it true that fake Miami jerseys have smaller circular logos? I could see it. Cross. Saved by Gonzalez. Foul, free kick for El Salvador. 17th minute. Origi, yeah, he wants to come to MLS. And it looks like Orlando are interested in him. Why are Toronto not interested in any of these strikers? Oh, because, hello, McFly, we need a striker. Hello, McFly. We need a striker. Windus, we're not interested in him. Origi, we're not interested in him. Firmino, he may be leaving Saudi. We're not interested. We're playing Tyrese Spicer at wing back. We need a striker. Because, putting a number 1 draft pick starting striker isn't too smart if you want to actually compete. But we're making him a wing back. What? Stupid. Like, what? Like, Davy Flores and Alonso Coelho will be an amazing midfield, too. Great. Great. Problem, we need a striker. Like, I like DeAndre Kerr, don't get me wrong, but he only scored 3 goals. Remember, TFC are the Vietnam database and EAFC where nothing is found. True. But they know how to spend money on known quantities that fall apart by the time they get here. Well, besides, no, Insigne did. Bernadeschi, it took him a little bit, but he got there. Insigne never, or Javinko never did. Josie did after a while, but he did have a couple of healthy seasons. Bradley, he never fell apart. He just ran out of gas. They stopped oiling him. His knee joints, they stopped oiling him. But yeah, they can't scout in the greater Toronto area for nothing. FC Dallas is also interested in Origi. You have Jesus Ferreira and you're interested in Origi. And we're not. AKA Toronto. That's an embarrassment of riches. You have Jesus Jimenez and Jesus Ferreira, and you're interested in Origi. My God. Now you're just pissing me off. Is Jesus Ferreira still in Dallas? Yes, for now. I don't think he's leaving MLS, though. The Pirate of the Caribbean. I don't think he's leaving MLS, though. He's been exposed for being a flat track bully. So, yeah. I think he's going to be MLS. I don't think Dallas have to worry about him leaving until he's a free agent. Then maybe he gets the bag from a dumbass Miami team after they lose Messi. Because, well, when Messi's gone, Miami's going to go full dumbass, and you know it. So enjoy what you got, Miami. Because when the old boys leave, y'all going to go dumbass. You know it, and I know it as well as you do. Jesus Ferreira's going to be a free agent in about, 3 years, and he goes to Miami when Messi leaves. Just wait. Just wait. You know how Miami's going to be after the old boys leave. So enjoy what you have now. It's not going to last long. It'll be over before you know it. Got about, 2 years to enjoy, and then you're going to be back right where you were. We know exactly where this is going. I'm not saying it's going to be completely crap, but you're going to be like a 7 seed in the East. When Messi leaves, of course. And Suarez and Busquets and Alba leave, you're going to be about 7 seed. Like regular 7, 6, 5 seed, somewhere around there. Like Miami's got too much to be completely crap. But then again, look at Toronto. You think they have too much money to be completely crap, but they are. So what do I know? Suarez. How we doing, Captain? Unfortunately, TFC has been dumbass for years already. I also said they have a lot of money, but they still manage to be absolute crap. So there's that. That's out for a corner for Miami. 22nd minute. Peter Musa for Dallas. Oh. Well, still, they got Jesus Jimenez and Jesus Ferreira. Well, if you're going to go for some random dude, how about you trade Jesus Jimenez back to Toronto? He was still better than whatever we had last year. Not many chances this game. Yeah, but Miami's had all of them. Except for one. For the chances they have had. Miami is the better team so far, though. Cross in, header, good defensive play. El Salvador's playing well defensively, though. I'll say that much. I expected them to be worse. They at least playing well defensively. But again, they can't hit on the counter. I mean, he did blow out his knee, but he's still on the roster. Like, he'll be back after he rehabs his ACL, which it was October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. He'll be back midway through the season, Alan Velasco. So he's still on the roster. They haven't sold him yet. I don't think you want to sell somebody off an ACL injury. Unless you want to, I don't know, fleece somebody. You just got fleeced. I'm happy the Raiders officially hired Antonio Pierce. I'm happy Martin Davis made the right decision. I'm happy for y'all, too. I'm glad he didn't make the same mistake twice. Antonio Pierce is a Raider. He should be the Raiders coach, and he is the Raiders coach. There you go. Thiago Almada has been linked to Atletico Madrid. Crosstown rivals Real Madrid. Almada to Atletico, I don't like that. 2023 by the numbers for El Salvador. They played 13 matches. They scored 8 goals and got scored on 21 times. They didn't win any of those matches either. Recent form against CONCACAF competition, 0-1-4 in the Nations League, 0-2-1 in Gold Cup. Who's been the better team? I say Miami. It looks like they basically picked up where they left off. They don't look like they're rusty at all. That's the crazy part. I don't like Almada to Atletico. Like, it seems like a João Felix type situation. Like, with Almada at Atletico, he's an attacking midfielder. He's an attacking midfielder. Like, Atletico doesn't play to his strengths. He's going to seem like João Felix. It's not worth it. I mean, it's not worth it. How's Miami not scored yet? El Salvador is playing really good defensively. Like, they're being very defensively tough to the level they're almost playing terrorist football. Like they did against the USA back in the Nations League before the semis of 2022-23s. Year Madrid knocked out Real and Copa del Rey. I saw Barcelona advanced against the third division team. I saw both results. I know Barcelona went down to that third division team, but they came back and won 3-1. But I saw both results. Toronto needs a forward. Pumas has one. Gustavo Prete if y'all need one. I mean, honestly, anything's better than what we had. So even if Gustavo Prete is a tronco, I'll take it. We need a striker. Shot past the post. Even if he is a tronco, I'll take it. He'll probably still score more than 1 goal all season. CJ. How many did Diomande score? Oh, 0? Yeah, I'm sure he'll score more than 0 goals all year. I'm sure he'll score more than 1. How many did Prince Owusu score? 0? I'm sure he'll score more than 0 all year. 3? Well, we'll see. Even then. 5? Hopefully. Let's see. From strikers, how many goals did Toronto score? Peruzza, they loaned him out. He didn't get any. Kerr, 3. Sapong, 1. That's 4. Yeah, he'll score more than 4 all year, I'm sure, even if he is a tronco. 26th minute. I guess El Salvador watched that Miami-Nashville Leagues Cup final and learned that you must play defensively against Miami. Exactly. You got to be a little bit tougher. I watched a couple of Real Madrid games lately. Modric still looks really good. I'm not surprised that Modric still looks amazing. Man's going to look amazing until he's 45 if he wants to play that long. Just like Messi. Modric and Messi are more cerebral. Like, they're not reliant on their pace. They're reliant on their brain. They're reliant on their muscle memory. So, to me, they're more reliant on their vision. They're more reliant on their brain. They're more reliant on their muscle memory. That's why Messi and Modric can play till they're 45 and still be world class if they wanted to, in my opinion. Cristiano, I think most of his success is the fact he plays in Saudi, but he did score a couple for Portugal, but those were also against minnows. He's more physical, if he's not in tip-top shape, he's not going to be world-class. He's not world-class anymore, Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, he's still good because he plays in Saudi, but he's not world-class anymore. He just looks world-class because he plays for a Saudi team. There's a difference. But for a while there, he looked like he was cooked anyway. But he's more defender. Mario Gonzalez, the goalkeeper from El Salvador, playing MLS. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think he'd be good in MLS. I just don't know where he should go. No, it's Saudi making Cristiano look world-class. He still looks like he's lost a step, just slightly, even in El Salvador, or even in Saudi, even though he's scoring all those goals. Like, he still slightly look like he's lost a step. Trust me. Suarez. Messi hasn't lost a step at all, though. Modric hasn't either. 29th minute. Allen. Busquets. Messi. He's not wrong, though. I just said he's not wrong. The French league sucks. Cross in. Headed away. Is Messi still world class? Yes. He's still world class. He is playing in MLS, but he's still world class. He took over the damn league. He hasn't lost a step at all. You can especially see it when he plays for Argentina. He hasn't lost a step at all. Cross in. So Messi's still world class. Cross. Shot. Blocked away. No pen. 29th minute. Celta Vigo will take on Real Sociedad tomorrow. Cup on Wednesdays for tomorrow. Same time during the U.S. friendly. Plays on. Punched away. That was a horrible second ball that didn't land in the right position. I mean, yeah, but Miami's going to rain hell down on El Salvador if they do that. Or if any team did that. Other friendly tonight, Mauricio Pereira's Nacional are down 1-0 to Colo Colo. Arturo Vidal's Colo Colo, by the way. He just went back there. Offside. 30th minute free kick. Remember Luca de la Torre from Celta Vigo? Any thoughts on him? I think Luca de la Torre, he's a very good midfielder. He definitely could build his way to the U.S. national team with Tyler Adams' injury. I like Luca de la Torre. I think he's a very good player, very talented, very well-disciplined center mid. I think he's a very good player, and he could very well play a big role in the USMNT this year if Tyler Adams doesn't get back to form or get uninjured because he's in a bad position. 30th minute. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that super chat button as well. Still 0-0, settle. MLS opening day on Apple TV is going to be Miami versus Real Salt Lake at 7 p.m. Even though there's a Champs Cup game that day, I'm still covering Miami versus Salt Lake. And then I'll do the other Champions Cup game. I'll be live for the Miami Salt Lake game because that makes sense. It's still going to do better than the one that is going to be played at 7 in Champions Cup. I just know it. Thoughts on El Salvador's new coach so far? Defensively, they're very, from what I can tell, he's not as much of a stooge as I thought he was. I thought he was just a stooge that replaced Hugo Perez, but he's very defensively oriented. If El Salvador wants to get results, I think they're going to need that because, well, the offense, I mean, Hugo Perez tried to make them more offensive oriented, didn't turn out well, and the players, I don't think it was Hugo Perez's fault. I think it was the Federation being such a joke. But if the Federation is going to be a joke, might as well be defensively oriented. But they're very good defensively. Now they just need to actually get good on the counter. But early returns say El Salvador is going to be a team that's hell to play. They're going to be a team that's hell to play. Prime Messi will be scoring 170 goals in Saudi. Well, he only played half a season in MLS, and he was injured for most of it. So if he doesn't score like 40 goals all comps, then you could say he's not world class anymore. Let it play out, okay? If he doesn't score like 40 goals all comps and like 5 goals in the preseason, so like 45 in all, yeah, no, you could say he's not world class anymore. And you could add his Argentina goals as well, so about 70 club and country. If he scores about 65, 70 for club and country, plus the preseason, he's still world class. Let it play out. Mauricio Pereira is in Nationals lineup tonight. So then just because he went there doesn't mean, I mean, yeah, it's his club, but he's not playing. 0-0. I don't know why you're counting it as, I mean, I get why you're counting it, but it's like he's not in the 11, but I'll bring him up anyway. That's like me saying, oh, it's Federico Bernardeschi's Toronto, and he's not playing, though. Or something like that, I don't know. 33rd minute. That's like if I made thumbnails the way I did now in 2021, and I put Pozuelo on the Toronto CCL thumbnails because I thought he would play. Jordi Alba. Like, I thought he'd play. Like, he was day-to-day to the point where we didn't really know, and I thought he'd play every CCL game. Like, before every CCL game, I'm like, oh, he'll play. Offside. Goal kick for Miami. VAR penalty, possibly handball penalty for Necaxa against Puebla. So, 0-0, 0-0. Pretty interesting. Point being is don't bring up a player like, yeah, it's their team, but they're not playing at all. They're not even on the bench. Seems a bit, questionable to me. Noah Allen. 34th minute. Yeah. 34th minute, 0-0, 0-0. Miami's been poor. No, I just think El Salvador's been really good defensively, but Miami's looked like a very good team offensively. They just the final ball, El Salvador's getting to quicker. Like, it seems like they're playing like Stretch Armstrong. Like, they're just getting there first. That's also not great. That's a horrible pass. That's out for a throw. El Salvador. 35th minute. But it's like these freaking El Salvadorian players are Stretch Armstrong get into the ball first. Now, there have been bad passes like that one. Plays down. Nice. Messi. Suarez. Messi. Save Messi. Rebound. Messi. Oh. Still didn't go in. Mario Gonzalez makes a couple of 10-bell saves. Good play by Mario Gonzalez there, making those 10-bell saves. Messi almost popped one away, but Mario Gonzalez made like 3 10-bell saves there. Amazing. I think Rory's the only one who knows what a 10-bell save is here besides me. If it's like a dramatic couple of saves, I like saying 10-bell saves. Like saves that shouldn't be made that are pretty dramatic, those are 10-bell saves. Hockey thing that I brought, because you can bring it to football pretty much. I mean, you really can. Especially if they're in succession. Now, that's hard to do in football, though. Like, I'd say 10-bell saves in football are a little bit more dramatic because, especially with, like, to me, especially they got to be, like, in succession to be 10-bell saves. Like, there could be a standalone 10-bell save like what Gonzalez did, but that just made it more awesome that he did that in succession, like the 3 saves. Especially on Messi. Like, he had him dead to rights like 3 times, and he still just makes those saves. Just gets back there and makes the save. Like, that's amazing. That's amazing. 37th minute. I mean, hell, if this stays 0-0, I think we know who the man of the match is. Just because of that. They're about to capitalize on that. Just gets in there. I don't know if Tomas Romero could do that. I think Luka Gavran could, though. It's not the point, though. It's not the point, though. 37th minute. Noah Allen. Cross in. Brought down. Oh, my God. Clear it. Yeah, the final ball isn't really there. Brazil's March schedule is looking hard. And they got an even worse, well, I don't know if it's a worse coach than Denise, but it ain't Carlo Ancelotti. It ain't Carlo Ancelotti. I think you've seen Miami have some rust. Not as... I don't think it's as much as you think. I think more of it's El Salvador being really tough defensively. Cross in. They do have a little bit of rust. I think some of those crosses have been rusty. But Miami does look like the way more quality team. And had El Salvador not been as tough defensively, I still think they'd be up 2-0. They should definitely be up 1. Mario Gonzalez played magician there. But other than that, 40th minute. I mean, El Salvador, they've got some positives from this game. I'm not going to lie. Like, El Salvador actually, I thought they'd have no positives coming out of this game. Alba, Jordi Alba, save Mario Gonzalez. Still 0-0, 0-0. Jordi Alba. I think that was also a bad shot, but it's a corner. Jordi Alba. I mean, he put it straight at him, but still. I mean, Mario Gonzalez was coming towards that. I mean, he put it straight at him. Corner, 40th minute. I think he put it straight at him, to be completely honest. But you know what? I got to give it to El Salvador. I think they have some positives here. Messi with a corner. Cross in. Headed away. Still. Miami, chips. Header. Lost to nobody. Goal kick for Mario Gonzalez. Both teams have been playing well, though. I agree. I mean, it's a pretty good game. It's not the blowout you expected it to be. But both teams have been playing well. It's not a bad game at all. Like, I'm happy there's some positives for El Salvador. They've been going through a hell of a lot. Like, I'm happy they have some positives. And I'll tell them. I mean, defensively, there's a lot of positives. Offensively, not really. But at least you have a defensive shape. At least there's a defensive shape. Could be a new coach bounce, but at least there's a defensive shape there. Oh, and Eric Zavaleta. It probably helps that they didn't call up Eric Zavaleta. Just imagine. Messi versus Eric Zavaleta. Just imagine how bad that would have been. Oh, my God. Just imagine. I'd be like, yep, there's classic Zavaleta. There's a Zavaleta I know and despise. There's the Zavaleta I know and despise. If Miami were at home, drop pink probably would have been 1-0. Probably 2. But El Salvador wasn't going to come to Miami to play. Like, Eric Zavaleta legitimately would have had his career ended by Messi. Like, by embarrassment. Like, Messi would make him look so bad. It would just... Not that he's not looked bad before, but the dude would look absolutely foolish. Messi would make the dude look like a total idiot. Zavaleta must be thanking his lucky stars he didn't get called up for this game. Alex Roldan, on the other hand, he would have been fine. But Zavaleta, Alex Roldan didn't get called up either. Zavaleta, though, was probably thanking his lucky stars he didn't get called up. His career would have been ended because of how embarrassed he would have been by Messi. Like, he would have been dog walked by Suarez and Messi. It would have just been so... Honestly, at that point, I would have felt sorry for him. Because he ain't playing for Toronto. Be like, yeah, that's the Zavaleta I know and despise. But even then, he didn't get dog walked that hard by anybody. He just made some stupid mistakes. He would have got dog walked by Messi and Suarez. Like, he would have got walked like a dog. Allen, like, it's not fun. Oh, bad giveaway. 44th minute. 0-0. Settle was said. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. Under 1.5, I should say. Plays on. Messi. Encara Messi. Messi. Busquets. No. Allen. Noah Allen. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. Been enjoying my piano class in my college. Nice. Aviles. 44th minute. Sergio Busquets. 44th minute. Allen. Messi. Past the post. Me and my friends got arrested 3 days ago by the National Guard in Guadalajara for drinking in the street. Good thing we just spent one night locked up. As long as nothing more comes from it, besides a fine, you'll be fine. Nice. No, I think that's actually helping El Salvador. If you're talking about El Salvador. I didn't see how much time was there. 45th minute. I think it was about 1 minute, though. Probably 1 minute of stoppage time. Yeah. But that's what I said. As long as it ain't more than another fine or just a fine, you're going to be fine. That includes that. Messi. Suarez. Messi. Tackle. No free kick. No, it is a free kick. Free kick for Miami to end the half. '46th minute. Free kick to end the half for Miami. Messi's last game of the season last year ended on a free kick. He didn't score it. Let's see if he scores this one. His first half of the new season starts with we'll end with a free kick. Let's see if he can score it. It's Messi. I mean, I'm sure. It's in his range. That much I could tell you. Messi. Just above the center of the box. For free kick to end the half. If he scores, it'll be 1-0 at the half. If he doesn't, it'll end up 0-0 at the half. Messi. Shot. Did he try to go under the wall? And that's halftime. Okay. That's all they would give him. Halftime. It is 0-0. Settle is settle. El Salvador's played well defensively. Hasn't had much else offensively, but defensively they played very well. Miami, that final ball hasn't been too good. It didn't help that El Salvador's been amazing defensively, but there's a couple of games where their final ball, or a couple of crosses where their final ball hadn't been great. Another 45 minutes to go. We'll see if Messi plays the second half. We'll see how much longer he plays. That could decide how this game goes. But El Salvador had a really good first half. Take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. I mean, they did end up being crap on the table, but that's because they were already bottom of the league when Messi got there, and then he got hurt for most of the actual regular season. But they still won the Leagues Cup, though, because that's the potential they actually have. So I wouldn't say trash, but the table doesn't tell the whole story. Now, for Toronto, it does. Now, the table tells the whole story for them, but for Miami, no. If you think they're going to be bottom half of the East, you have another thing coming. Miami. If you think Toronto's going to be bottom half of the East, you're right. But with that being said, we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. And there you go. Sit tight, be back. 0-0. Since I'll be back. We're back. What's going on SmackDown? Punk ain't on Friday. I couldn't care less, to be honest. All-Star Game is on the 24th of July. July 26th to August 25th is Leagues Cup. Decision Day is on October 19th. Toronto won't be playing on Decision Day. MLS Cup is on December 7th. May 11th to 18th is Rivalry Week. El Tráfico at the Rose Bowl is on July 4th. They're doing that during leagues. They're doing that during Copa America. You're damn fools. Okay. And then basically right after Copa America ends, we got the All-Star Game. And then 2 days after the All-Star Game is over, we got Leagues Cup, just like this year or last year. Stats are as follows. 4 shots to 5, 2 shots on goal to 3, 33% possession to 67% possession, 177 passes to 358, 79% pass accuracy to 86 or 88. 3 fouls to 4, 0 yellows to 0, 0 red cards 0, 4 offside to 1, 2 corners to 3. El Salvador defensively have been amazing. Offensively, nothing to speak of. Well, a little bit to speak of, but it's been 4 counters that they've barely got anything off of. They shot 1 right at CJ Dos Santos. Nothing really great offensively. Defensively, they've been amazing, though. They've been absolutely impenetrable defensively, and Miami's had a couple of horrible crosses that led to nothing, which also helped El Salvador's case. But they're playing like they're Stretch Armstrong. They're getting to everything first. They're just getting to everything first. Miami, on the other hand, they've had some good offensive runs. They look like they're very well oiled. They look like they've basically picked up where they left off. They just haven't scored yet. I think Miami's played very well. I think it's very uncharacteristic of this to be 0-0. I think it should be 1-0, at least with that Messi, those 2 10-bell saves that Gonzalez made on Messi. And if this stays 0-0, he's man of the match for that, Gonzalez. Messi's had a good couple of chances that he should have scored at least 1. I think it should be 2-0. But again, Gonzalez has made some really big saves. I think 0-0 is a little bit very flattering to El Salvador. A little bit heartbreaking for Miami, I would say. That's just my opinion, though. So that's what I think. I think Miami's been the better team, but El Salvador has positives. I think this is the best outcome for both sides. Miami's playing well, but they need to sharpen up. But it's preseason. I mean, that'll come. Like they'll sharpen up as the preseason goes on, and they up in competitiveness. El Salvador, they've been very good defensively. They got a lot of positives. I think for both sides, this is as good as it could end up being. You know, this is as good as it could end up being. Nil to a better second half for Miami. I think they'll have a better second half, yes. I think they'll have a better second half. Unless they pull Messi off, then we might have a 0-0 match no matter what. $161 Hilton Hotel playing in downtown St. Louis. Huh. Hmm. Wait, that's a freaking vacant hotel? Huh, interesting. Ron Rodriguez is off to City A. Good for him. So the Millennium Hotel St. Louis is closed, even though it's still standing with signage. Huh. Ain't that some? Ain't that some? It's still been... And it's second half. The second half has started. Out of nowhere, damn. Shot. Oh, wait, no, that's just... Oh, I think that's just highlights. Oh, they got me. They got me shocked. I didn't think it was 15 minutes yet. They got me shocked. No, they're just showing highlights. They got me. I can tell you that much. They got me there. Still halftime. They have a drone show as well. That's pretty cool. Interesting. That's crazy. So, well, what do you know? That Millennium Hotel's been closed for 10 years now. And it still has signage and it still looks... Nothing's changed about it. I thought it was still interesting. What do you know? Huh. Ron Rodriguez is going to Fiorentina. Interesting. That is interesting. I hope it's a good move for him. I hope he succeeds there. Did you hear about Alexi Vega leaving Chivas and return to Toluca? Yep. And it's hilarious. It's like, oh, he wanted to go to LAFC. Dude returns to Toluca. Farias, Ruiz, and McVeigh are coming on for Miami at the half. Yedlin's going to still play. Gregory's still playing. Kremashki is still playing. Dos Santos is still playing. Campana's coming on as well. I just hope it's not for Messi. Gressel, Kremashki, Aviles. I think they're pulling Messi. I think they're pulling the big four. To me, I think it looks like they're pulling the big four. So let's see. And there's a sub for El Salvador. 26 coming on. They're coming out of the tunnel. Yep. Busquets is off for McVeigh. Suarez off for Campana. Benitez is on for El Salvador. Alba is off for Ruiz. So I'm guessing Messi's out too. Messi's off for Farias. And here comes the second half, and we're off. So they've taken off Messi. They've taken off all the big four. So El Salvador might just either win this game or draw this game. Let's see what the depth can do. For Miami, it's McVeigh for Busquets. Playing forward. Come on. Alba, Busquets, Suarez are off. And Messi is off as well. Campana. Farias, Ruiz, and McVeigh are on. Suarez for Campana. Foul. That'll be a free kick for Miami. Alba for Ruiz. And Benitez came on for El Salvador. Sure, they'll show that. So they made one sub at the half, too. '46th minute. Playing forward. Good play. Here's a chance. Farias. Farias can't get there. 0-0, 0-0. 47th minute. Yedlin plays back to Dos Santos. Benitez came on for Brian Tamakis. That was the sub there. 47th minute. Yellow cards out. Last name. That yellow card went to number 17, Flores. His last name's not last name. It's Flores. I know they're trying to manage minutes, but I get that. I kind of expected that to happen. I was just hoping maybe. But, I mean, I get it. It's the first game of preseason. They got to manage minutes knowing they're going to need them later in the season. They got to run out. They got people to see the match. Ain't too bad. I'm not going to lie. I mean, 45 minutes. Yeah, that's about what I expected, to be honest. I didn't think they were going to play full 90. And 60 was questionable. I knew they weren't going to play the full 90, all the big four. 60 was questionable. I thought 45 was very likely, like them getting swapped out at 45. I thought, yeah, that was very likely. Here's a free kick for El Salvador. Exactly. Header. I'm sure they'll play the full 90 against like the Riyadh teams, though, or closer. Cotton Bowl. They'll probably play 45 at the Cotton Bowl. I don't think they'll play the full 90 there. Maybe a 60 over the top, but we'll see. 49th minute. The big boys are not there no more. The big boys have been pulled. So if you're here for the big boys, Messi, Alba, Suarez, Busquets, they're not in no more. They've been pulled. If you're here for Miami, great. 49th minute. Neymar won't see Messi in Miami. Yeah, because he's hurt. He blew out his knee while we... Like, he's not John Cena or Marcus Stroman. He ain't going to be back in like 5 months from a blown ACL. I'm not saying John Cena's ever had a blown ACL, but I think he would be back in 5 months if he had one. Marcus Stroman was. Marcus Stroman only took 5 months to get back from a blown ACL. '50th minute. Still 0-0. Settle was settled. 50th minute. Did you hear Tano Ortiz's Monterrey draw with Drew River Plate friendly in the Cotton Bowl last Wednesday? Yep, I heard about it. Cross in, cleared. '51st minute. '52nd minute. Tigres beat Leon 2-1 away. I saw that. '53rd minute still. 0-0. Settle. Again, Miami playing okay. I think this will probably end up being a 0-0 draw. I just hope people care about it to watch the review. I hate 0-0 draws. They don't do well. Even if it's Miami, I'm not sure if it will. 53rd minute. At least the review was. '53rd minute. 35 over 7. The 35. There they go. That's out for a throw. Feels like both teams deserve to lose when it's a 0-0 draw. Surprised they wanted Messi to come off. They have to manage their minutes. That's what's going on. They have to manage all the Big Four's minutes. With all the preseason travel and with the fact they have Champions Cup and with the fact that they're going to probably have to play, if they're going for everything and they get deep in every tournament, they're going to have to play about 70 games, close to 70 games. Yeah, no, I think they're going to have to manage these minutes. So it is what it is. At least they're not milking them for every penny. I mean, they already got the pennies, you know what I'm saying? But at least they don't feel like having them on for 90 minutes is... They need to have them on for 90 minutes to make people feel like they got their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? That's out for a corner. Corner for Miami. I'd be worried if that was the case. It is a goal kick. 55th minute. It's a goal kick. Yeah, I see. 55th minute. Thoughts on Sean Strickland's comments? He has his right to say what he wants to say. That's all I'm going to say. Can't wait to see Miami and CCL, though. He has his right to say what he wants to say. Do I think he did? He did go after Trudeau, which was cool. Like, I mean, that was good. Him going after Trudeau, that was good. I agreed with that. I agree with him going after Trudeau. CCC, 3C, CONCACAF Champions Cup. Yeah, 3C. I don't like CCC. Like, I don't want to say it like that. Triple C. I like Triple C. I like CONCA Champions, which it seems that's what they're going with. CONCACAF Champions Cup. I don't like CCC, though. CCL rolled off the tongue. CCC just doesn't feel right. I think I'll go Triple C. That Trudeau, yeah. For me, I think I'll either call it CONCA Champions, Champions Cup, CONCACAF Champions Cup, or Triple C. I don't like CCC. CCC just doesn't roll off like CCL. Triple C, though, does. 57 minute. Free kick dangerous for Miami. Free kick from a dangerous area for Miami. '57th minute. Farias Campana. Saved. That ball spawned like higher up in the box. Like, I can't believe. Okay. Cross. Punch down, caught by Gonzalez. '59th minute. 58th minute. 0-0. 0-0. There's a play. Ah, damn. Cleared. Getting to the final 30 of the month. Or not the month, the game. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Playing forward. Cross. Cleared. Damn. Campana's a good backup for Suarez. Yeah, I would agree. It sucks they got rid of Joseph, but I think Campana is better. I mean, I hate to say it, but if you keep Joseph over Campana, like you're basically getting rid of your future for two old strikers that may be somewhat washed and may show their age at times, you know? I think Campana, I was questioning it. Like, I was legitimately questioning the call to keep Leo Campana instead of Joseph Martinez, but seeing him play, even though he hasn't gotten anything so far, I think personally, like, you got to keep your future because they're going to need him. Like, if they could keep him for a couple of years for the post-Messi era, that'll be a good thing. Like, you can't get rid of him just so you could have Joseph and Suarez, who are two older, possibly washed at times strikers. And if they're both not firing, that makes things harder. Bonilla off for Vasquez. So I think in the end, yeah, I think keeping Campana was the right decision. Changed his number to number 8, by the way, because Messi or Suarez took the 9. 62nd minute, 0-0, 0-0. And there's a fight here, 62nd minute. I think there's a penalty for Puebla. Goals in for Puebla, Necaxa ain't happy. Well, I'm not surprised. 62nd minute. '62nd minute. Still 0-0. 0-0. So fight between Puebla. 1 yellow card's been given out. Huh, interesting. '63rd minute. Nil nil. 0-0 got chippy there. I'm not surprised. '63rd minute. I know you don't want to hear it, but Everton 2-0 Chelsea. Jackson at the end wanted to fight immature behavior. Didn't that happen like a month ago? Wasn't that game like a month ago? Something like that? 2 subs here for Miami. Gressel off, Aviles off, Sailor. Oh, and they're going to bring off Yedlin as well. Kromashki off as well. Robert Taylor is on. Hmm. 65th minute. So here's the subs. Julian Gressel for Robert Taylor. DeAndre Yedlin for Ryan Sailor. Benjamin Kromashki for Sunderland. And Aviles was off. They took off Aviles too, didn't they? '66th minute. Nil-nil, 0-0. It'd be funny if Robert Taylor was the one that scored the goal to win the game. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Wow. Good clearance. Yep, Sergei Kritsov came on for Aviles. Yes, Sergei Kritsov came on. So everybody's off the bench. Everybody who was on the benches came off the bench, except for the keeper, except for the second keeper, Jensen. Will he come on? I don't know. We'll find out. That would suck. The second keeper doesn't come on at all. Sergei Kritsov is still there. He just came on. He just came on for Aviles. 67th minute. So everybody's on for Miami. They've ended up on playing everybody except Cole Jensen. I mean, there's still a couple of minutes for him to show up, just to show up, but I think subbing a goalkeeper for no reason isn't smart anyway, unless you do it straight at the half. So I think he's probably not coming on. I get it. Sometimes you have to sub your goalkeeper for injury, but subbing your goalkeeper in the preseason for no reason past the halftime whistle is really stupid, unless he gets hurt. But a keeper is the one position you want to keep the same for the whole game. If you could help it, of course. If you could help it, you want the keeper to stay the same throughout the whole game. If they don't get a red card or they don't get hurt, especially in the regular season or competitive game, everything else can be changed. You don't want to change the keeper. That's the one place where it's going to be a drop-off in most cases. Now, if they get hurt, that's a difference. If they get red carded and you still have a sub, that's different. You probably want your second keeper instead of an outfield player. Or if it's halftime in a preseason game instead of the 60th minute. But this is probably the moment to make the change if they do make the change. But every outfield player that was on the bench for Miami has been put into the game. They've all gotten to play. 69th minute. This is an injury that's bad timing as well. Fans said they were robbed against Chelsea last week after the 1-0 win for the Blues. They said they needed a penalty. How's that not a red card for Malo Gusto? Super dangerous tackle. Fulham fans. I mean, I agree, but Chelsea won. So. 70th minute. I'm just glad Tony Khan's boys lost and Chelsea won. Looks like there's an injury here, so I guess Miami's going to have to play the rest of the game down a man. Because they used all their subs. Farias is off. He's going to be stretchered off, Farias. Damn. Farias is going to be subbed off or stretchered off, which means Miami's going to have to play down a man. '71st minute. Yep, they're taking him behind. Yep, they're taking him to the locker room. Mark Goldbridge made a video about it before he was more angry at Newcastle when they lost at home or lost to Manchester City at home 2-3. It's funny. I actually saw like the first 30 minutes of that game at a restaurant before going to the melting pot because we got to the little place where it is, and they have a bar right next to it. And our reservation was at 12. So we get there at 11:25. Stop in there for drinks. Funny enough, the last time we were at the melting pot in July, we did sit outside at that same bar for drinks. So I guess if we get there early, we sit at the whatever that bar is next to it for drinks, whether it's outside or in there. And then we go to melting pot. So there you go. Which that's a nice little thing. But with that being said, I watched like the first 30 minutes of that Man City Newcastle game because they were putting Rokus in there for that NFL game, the Chiefs Dolphins game, to put on Peacock to test it for them. I got to watch first 30 minutes of Man City versus Newcastle. That was pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. 73rd minute. City 0-1, then 2-1 at the end, then 2-1, then at the end 2-3. I saw City score there first. I didn't see any of the other craziness. I will tell you that much. 73rd minute. I didn't see any of the other craziness, though. I will tell you that much. I know Kevin De Bruyne went murder, death, kill mode on Newcastle. That I do know. 73rd minute. Here's a chance. Robert Taylor can't get to the ball to take a shot. How we doing, soccer guy? Welcome back. As I was saying. So, you going to be at the Dallas game or? Hey, it's all good. Whether you're there or not, it's good. Why, you may ask? Yeah, I'm asking why. It feels like you'll be at the Dallas game. Okay. I was like, I hope it's nothing bad, or I hope somebody didn't schedule a wedding the day of the Dallas game. See, we don't like weddings during the MLS season. Or if we're doing some stuff like following Miami, we don't like weddings during the preseason either. The only weddings that are acceptable to me are December, post-December, the first weekend of December weddings, January weddings, and February. Well, December and January weddings. Now with the Champions Cup schedule. And especially no weddings during the fall. With college football coming in there, no. Trust me, when I get married, it's going to be December. Like, late. It's going to be, like, post-Christmas, before New Year. Probably in that little... Or, like, the week... Or, like, the week and a half before Christmas. Somewhere like that. Or, like, the week after New Year's. Somewhere in that case. Trust me. I'm going to be a man of my word. It means that wedding will probably have to be in frickin' Hawaii or frickin' Baja California, but I won't complain. Or frickin' Brazil or something. I don't know. Oh, is Italy warm in December? I think they sort of are kind of warm in December. Maybe Italy. But especially not a final. We don't support regular season weddings in this house. Especially fall weddings. Because you throw college football in there and you just, no. Oh, yeah. Paper pop. There we go. Sicily has connections to the Arabic world. I think so. This Miami team doesn't beat most of Liga MX teams. They're not completely on their full gear, okay? This is preseason. Besides, they don't have to play a Mexican team till at least the quarterfinals. Looks like Farias pulled his hammy. Yeah, that's a couple of weeks. But Robert Taylor is just as good, though. It's all good. Robert Taylor is just as good. Besides, they started freaking Messi anyway. Messi and Suarez anyway. So, hey, even if they wanted to start Robert Taylor. Not completely on form just yet. Exactly. 77th minute. Oh! That's out for a goal kick. Looks to me, they're moving the ball fast. It's kind of a dead game. El Salvador's been very good defensively. That's the thing. Oh, and let's remember, Miami are down a man right now because of that injury. 78th minute. They're playing down a man, too. 2 subs for El Salvador in the final 12 minutes, plus stoppage time. Miami are similar how they were years ago before Messi and friends. Yeah, but Messi and friends are going to be playing most of those games against Liga MX sides. For me, for Menjivar, Moreno for Cartagena. 78th minute are the 2 subs. 0-0. I mean, I'm proud for El Salvador. In the end of this, El Salvador had a positive game. Miami, they looked like they are going to quickly get to a well-oiled machine. It's just that the defense made a lot of good plays. El Salvador made a lot of good plays to make sure this was 0-0. I don't think this should have been 0-0. I think it should have been about 2-0, to be completely honest. But right now, if it stays 0-0, man of the match for me is going to be Mario Gonzalez because of that 10-bell save he made on Messi that made sure it stayed 0-0. Yeah, we're going to go with it. 79th minute. Puebla missed it. Should have been 2-0. Shot past the post. Everybody from Miami got to play in this game besides their backup keeper. That's got to suck. Like, you're the only one who sat on the bench for all 90 minutes. Sucks to be a backup keeper, eh? 80th minute. It's going to be a tough match without Velasco, Quino, Martinez, and possibly Tafari and Kamungo due to USMNT call-ups. Yeah, I would agree with that. Imagine this was Columbus Crew because they broke down El Salvador. Columbus Crew would whip up on El Salvador right now. Like, I don't think the defense would have done that much against Columbus Crew. I do think Columbus Crew is still better on paper than Miami. O'Brien due to his transfer to Austin. Yeah, that's sad. I think O'Brien going to Austin, I hate to see it, to be honest. I bet you Miami will regret getting rid of Kamal to us. Yeah, I can see it. 81st minute. But I still think on paper, I'm being completely honest here, Columbus Crew are still better than Miami. Right now, on paper, potential-wise, I think Columbus are still better. Necaxa equalized 1-1 from the header. Quino and Martinez left the team. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. What happened to Alara Mendy? Still there? 82nd minute. 0-0, 0-0. Shot save. 82nd minute. Alara Mendy is still here, thank God. Okay. This game was ass. Hope next one is better. It's Dallas, right? Yep, Dallas in 3 days. At the Cotton Bowl. At the Cotton Bowl. Where I don't think Mississippi State's ever played. Now I got to look that up. Mississippi State playing at the Cotton Bowl. Corner. I think the Snow Bowl was at the Cotton Bowl, though. '83rd minute. The Hunt family sucks nowadays. Yep, the Snow Bowl was. The 1999 Cotton Bowl Classic against the Texas Longhorns. And State got beat the shit out of 38-11. January 1st, 1999. For the 1998 season, when Mississippi State won the SEC West and went to the SEC Championship game. And then they got curb stomped by Texas in the Cotton Bowl. Eight and 5, Mississippi State. Hunt family got rid of our good players just to keep Patrick Mahomes happy. You know what's funny, though? Patrick Mahomes has an ownership stake in Sporting Kansas City, not FC Dallas. That's the funny part. So technically, Patrick Mahomes is an owner of a rival. Technically. Well, it's not just technically. It's true. Past the post, 85th minute. Huh. Hunt's on the Chiefs, too. That's why I mentioned that. Well, yeah, they got rid of their best players so Patrick could get the money for the Chiefs. Yeah, you're right about that. I don't know why they would get rid of their best Dallas players. Like, unless that takes away from their money, they could pay Patrick Mahomes. The only player they have worth a damn on the team is Travis Kelce, besides Patrick Mahomes, of course. L'Jarius Sneed, and Rashee Rice. But they ain't getting paid yet. So, Buffalo's going to win, and you damn well know it. FIFA World Cup final got moved to AT&T Stadium. Does that mean fake turf in the final game? Nope. Jerry Jones going to put down real grass. Don't worry. They have to put down real grass. That's saved. But Jerry Jones is going to put down real grass for that game. Jerry World going to have real grass. Don't worry. Jerry World going to have real grass. Now, I hope, well, no, actually, no, I don't hope he does that. I hope Dak's long gone by then. I hope Dak's playing somewhere else. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm a Dak Prescott stan. There's a difference. Oh, and Brandon Aubrey. I'm a Brandon Aubrey and Dak Prescott stan. I wish Dak was a Patriot or just anything else. My luck, he'd be a Jet. That would hurt just as bad. Like Marcus Stroman playing for the Yankees. I may have to buy a pinstripe jersey. I may have to buy pinstripes. Do you know how much that makes me want to puke? I may have to buy pinstripes because Marcus Stroman went to the Yankees. You know how much that makes me want to puke? That's how I feel wearing the Cowboys jersey for Dak Prescott. My luck, he'd be a Jet, though, if he wanted a Cowboy. So, just got back from a date, you guys. Nice. You didn't miss anything. Let me tell you, you didn't miss anything. It's still 0-0. Nice. Nice. Is this the Starbucks girl? Just a hunch. Is this a Starbucks girl? Jerry Jones going to make real grass, use real grass to make soccer look awesome more than Dak. You didn't miss anything, though, Isaiah. You didn't miss anything at all. Still 0-0. Settle. I mean, Messi would have had a really good goal if he scored it, but it was a 10-bell save for Mario Gonzalez. So, did you hear K-Cal went to Chivas and he officially left San Jose, California? Yeah, I saw. Can Miami still beat Al Hilal and Al Nassr? Yes. They'll be better by then. 88th minute. This went down well. At least it went down well. '89th minute. Hope we win, man, because they're struggling against El Salvador. Again, no, I don't think your defense is as good as El Salvador's. El Salvador's been tough, I gotta say. Like, El Salvador's defense has been tough. They've been like Stretch Armstrong. They've gotten everything first. I don't know how. I don't know how. Good for El Salvador fans, though. Free kick, 89th minute. '89th minute. The defense frustrates the hell out of me. Even if your favorite team comes to your area for a friendly, support them even if it's 0-0. Well, I don't think Toronto would come here for a friendly. But I don't know what point you're trying to make. 90th minute. 3 minutes of stoppage time to finish this game. 0-0, settle. Oh my God, El Salvador's out shooting Miami. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Alara Mendy stopped Messi before, I believe. Be interesting to see if you can do it again. Be interesting to see if you can do it again. I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Risklander. And then the next day. And then the next day. And then the next day. We're not there yet, though. '91st minute. Did it snow in your area? A little bit. We got missed by both storms to the north and to the south. Like, we got just a touch. We got like a dusting, all three, and that's it. Like, to the south, the big stuff missed us to the north and to the south. Dusting, dusting, dusting. It's seriously, I'm not happy about it. Like, the south got hit with a stronger storm than we did. I want thunder snow, damn it. I want thunder snow, damn it. 92nd minute. Just imagine if it was like snowing, like if it was blizzarding and there was a thunder snow while I was streaming. Just imagine. I would go full Jim Cantori and I'm not even outside. Thunder snow, lightning strikes, holy smoke. You could have your $500 million jackpot and Powerball, but I'll take this thunder snow. Yeah. Wisconsin and Alaska and Minnesota are the coldest, right? U.S. states, yes. FIFA aiming for FIFA Women's Club World Cup in 2026. Interesting. 92nd minute. 0-0, settle a settle. El Salvador for one more attack. They get a free kick. Final kick of the game, probably this free kick crossed in. Header past the post. El Salvador just seconds away from winning the game. Or just inches away from winning the game. Offside header anyway, I think. Yeah, flag up offside. So even then. 93rd minute. Should be the last kick of the game here for CJ Dos Santos. There's Marcos, finally. El Salvador scored against Mexico, but not against Inter Miami. Wild. Full time. Full time. It is 0-0 at full time. 0-0. El Salvador. There it is. Preseason starts with a 0-0. I don't know which game was better. Japan or this? I don't know. With that being said, we'll be back. There's a 0-0 draw for El Salvador. I'd say they earned that draw, in my opinion. But with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review of this game. I'll tell you what I think, and that'll be that. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later.